What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be continuing our Let's Play series of World of Warcraft on Multiplayer server. Today I'm going to be playing the same guy that I played last time, and this is kind of just who I'm going to be playing from now on. So, I made a couple of changes. I decided that I'm not going to be doing every single time I play. I'm not going to record every single time I play, but when I hit something that I think is somewhat remarkable, somewhat interesting, a part that in the game that I personally prefer, I'll record it for you guys to see. But I'm not going to record every single level. As you see last time, we took off. I was actually level 5. That's when I ended my last video, and now I'm level 9. So I skipped about 4 levels before making this video. So you're going to see that from time to time. You're probably not going to see me, in the same zone more than 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times in a video, depending on how big the zone is, how many levels, stuff like that. So as you can see, I have my draining leather pouches here. I got these from my other character. I bought them from Hellfire Peninsula. Really cheap bags, about 10 gold a piece. So I just bought them on my other character, sent them over here, so bag space won't be really a problem. So today I'm going to be doing Hogger. So Hogger is one of those null paw guys. He's one of those. He's almost like a bear thing, but he's not. He's like one of these guys over here, but he's much bigger, much more powerful. He has like 700 health, maybe just shy of 700 health. I'm level 9. I have heirlooms. I want to see if I can take him, so that's kind of what I'm going to be doing here. I picked up the quest here, Wanted Hogger. Normally you're supposed to be in a group to do this, but I want to know if I can do it on my own. So if I do kill him, I can pick from these options of items. As you can see, they are green, so they're far better than what I have now, at least for these guard leggings. I don't really need these other 2 things because what I have is already better, and it's not really for my spec. So I'm going to look for Hogger, and I'm going to try to kill him. I'm also going to be killing some of these Riverpaw Outrunners just because they provide a lot of experience depending on like the quest and stuff like that. So this guy just died. Let's see here. So I figure if I'm going to kill Hogger, I'm going to need some extra firepower and some extra, something up my sleeve. So I figure I'll just use this Rumsy Rum here. I bought this on my other character as well. I figure in the beginning of the game it's just easier if you have some advantages. So I'm going to be just kind of using those at the moment. So I can't use this because I'm level 15 yet. I kind of didn't realize that until after I already sent it. But I can use this at any level. So this gave me an extra 150 health. The way you can tell is because stamina. The way to tell how much health it gives you, well, stamina gives you health, but 1 stamina is equivalent of 10 health. So 15 stamina, that's 150 health. Leaves me about 600 health. So just a little bit less than Hogger has. So assuming he's not dead, I'm going to look for him. And I'm going to see if I can kill him on my own. I should be able to. I also have a potion here that I can use. It's not the best, but figure if I need it, it's there. Usually he's around here. He can vary from area to area. Sometimes he spawns in the back, sometimes in the front, but I don't really see him anywhere, and that's kind of concerning. Because sometimes it can take him a while to respawn, so I'm hoping he's here. If not, I'll just kill some other guys. I'll kill some Riverpaw Outrunners or something like that. So I'm just going to be changing the settings of it here because I think it's just a little bit... Oh no, did he just kill Hogger? I can't whisper him either because I'm not level 19 yet. If I try to whisper him, it won't let me, so... Alright, so I'm just going to turn the sound effects down a teeny bit. That's good. Master volume, turn the music up just a little bit. That should be good. So, this guy is killing all of the Outrunners. I don't like that because I need them for a quest. Hopefully it doesn't kill all of them. So I figure I'll just kind of grind these guys up, kill them for I need to get some of the armbands from these guys, and it should be good. So that's what I'm just gonna be doing now. So as you can see from my last video, I got a couple of new abilities. One of which is Hamstring. Hamstring allows me to slow them down so that if I hit them, they try to chase me. They really can't because they're somewhat debilitated. They can barely move. And this is Victory Rush. After I kill someone who grants experience or honor, I can do this attack, and it does extra damage. And it's good against guys who, it's good against anyone really. It's good after you kill someone, you're killing a group of guys. You kind of just you know, going to generate rage. It doesn't take up any rage. It actually generates some for you, so it always keeps you in the swing of things. You never really run out, assuming you're killing a few guys. So as you can see, I have a lot of rage built up here, which is good because, you know, Warrior's best friend is rage. You do need rage to do pretty much every ability that you'd ever want to do, except for, you know, a few abilities like charge, victory rush, shoot, you know, stuff like that. What I like about Thunderclap, even though it doesn't do too much damage, is the fact that it's instant, so I can always use it depending on how many enemies there are. I can always use it no matter what. So, it's always very efficient. Victory Rush, same thing. I like using instant abilities. I don't like Heroic Strike all that much. Even though it does do a lot of damage, it takes me a while to actually lay that strike down, so that's one thing I don't like about it. But, you know, you have to have some kind of basis. You can't just have everything be instant, or else it sets the off balance. You know, it sets off balance of the game, so it makes sense. I still don't think that guy killed Hogger. I didn't see his corpse anywhere, so he should be here, but he's not. So what are these? I don't know. This is 5 minerals, but I never saw these ones before. I don't really know what to do. Anyway. So I have 4 out of the 8 armbands. So I figure I'll just kill these guys for now until Hogger spawns, but I don't know how long that's gonna be. Might be a little while. Oh well. Okay, that's 6. Just a couple more and I should be good. I'm just gonna go to where the quest tells me to go, make sure he's not there, because usually he's not exactly where they tell you to go, but...
It's too far away. I can't do that.
Oh yeah, I also have these bag of marbles that I can use against Hogger so that he hits me less often. His hit rating goes down so that he misses, I can dodge, parry, stuff like that. In addition to that stuff, I mean, but... Oh, it's one-hitted. That's cool. God, just so much damage. Where's Hogger? He's gonna kill all of them and make himself look really cool. Or not. Okay, so I found that off a guy, so I'll be sure to go back to Goldshire, probably start some kind of quest line. So I always like picking stuff off guys because it gives you XP that otherwise you wouldn't get, so it's pretty nice. So it looks like I just need one more armband. Unfortunately, I still don't have Hogger here. Is that him? No. Malachite, that should sell for a few gold in the auction house, always good to find. Still not better than finding Hogger, though. I'd like to, get that XP. Move on to Westfall. This is another thing I want to show in this video. If I don't show it in this one, I'll definitely get to it the next one. I want to start questing in Westfall, which is an area west of here. It's this area right over here. You can't really see it. It's kind of fogged because of the distance. In fact, what are my video settings on? Oh yeah, I set them down because I was rendering a video, so my quality isn't as good as it would normally be. I'll set it back for my next video, but anyway. That's Westfall over there. It's kind of a more farming type area. It's usually a lot more sunny than Elwynn. Elwynn can, tend to be kind of gloomy at times. If it's not sunny, it can be definitely very, dark and dank, almost like Duskwood. Not quite like Duskwood, but Duskwood is an area south of here. It's basically just a much darker, more depressing version of Elwynn Forest with a few unique storylines in the quest that we'll get to, 5, 6 episodes down the road probably. But so yeah, I figure I already have all the armbands, so I'll just skip to where I find Hogger and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, well that didn't take long. I found Hogger. He was over here spawned in this camp. He is an elite, so he's going to be a little bit trickier than most other guys. He definitely puts out a lot of damage. Now my only concern is, I think I could kill him, but my concern is that he'll take along one of the outrunners here, and combined, one or two of those might be able to kill me. So I'm going to try and lure him away. I won't be able to charge him, but maybe if I shoot him with my bow, it won't attract the other guys. So I'm just hoping he doesn't do too much damage for me to kill him. I think I can get him if I just, I have a lot more damage than he does. I do a lot more damage. He has a little bit more health, but it shouldn't be anything too concerning. Worst comes to worst, I'll just hamstring him and run, but I think I can get him. Come on. I can do this. Yes! Alright. So I killed Hogger at level 9. It's not bad considering he's level 11 elite. Usually I'm a lot more difficult, but I was able to kill him. It was pretty close, but I think my potion is what really did it. Without that potion, I think it would have been a goner, but it would have been close. I'm happy I brought the potion. I was considering not doing it because the potions heal for so little that I didn't think it would make a difference, but it did. So that's always good. So moving on, I'm going to, whoops, lag spike over here. Okay. Whoops. That usually does never happen on this computer. I don't really know what's going on here, but that's okay. It's better now. So I'm just gonna turn in this quest and, oops. Let's see which one's worth more. 91. Get this one. Okay, so yeah, I hit level 10. Now another cool thing about level 10 is, alright, to turn in Hogger, I actually have to go back to Goldshire. Is that my spawn place? No, it's still Teldrassil. I'll have to change that. But Hogger here. I still have to collect my quests here, turn them in, and the ones in Stormwind. So, while I'm on my my trip to there, I'm going to show you guys what's called the talent tree. So, if you guys don't play WoW, if you never played, this is kind of where WoW starts to get a little bit more intricate. Because it's not just to the point where you're going and you're, killing guys and getting abilities, and every warrior will be the same. It's not really how it is. Warriors have specialties as well, so you can pick from 3 different trees. You can specialize in just one, or you can have a mix of both. It can be like a hybrid type of thing, or you could, when you hit level 40, you can have specialized in both. So you can actually have what's called dual specs, is when you can switch over from one specialization to another. So you can have 2 out of the 3. So, for a warrior, arms is for PvP. So this is for when you're fighting other guys. It's when you're doing player versus player in battlegrounds, arenas, just when you come across them in contested areas. Contested areas, well, this is what's known as a alliance territory. That means that if I don't want to, the Horde cannot attack me. I can set my PvP to off and they cannot attack me. But when it's in contested territories, or in my case, Horde territories as well, they can attack me whenever they want, because I'm in an area where there are no rules. They can kill me if they want to. So for arms, it would be good if I'm in a lot of contested territories, because as you level higher, most of the areas are going to be contested. So you're going to be forced to have a little bit of complications, or whatever you want to call altercations, with other races. So I'm gonna go with arms, because arms is, although it's pretty good for PvP, it's also decent for leveling. Fury is the best for leveling, but it doesn't specialize as well in PvP, and being that this is a PvP server, I'd rather go with arms, and when I get dual specs, I might, get Fury, or maybe even protection. And protection is it's for tanking. Now, tanking is when you're the kind of guy who will go in and you'll attract everybody else so that the healer doesn't get damaged, and so that the other damaged people don't get damaged. Because when you're doing what's called instances, you're with 5 other people, you're with 4 other people, a total of 5 people. There's 1 tank, 1 person who takes all the damage, 3 damage people, who are called DPS, which stands for damage per second. They basically, their job is to do damage, and nothing more. They're not supposed to take the heat from anyone, that's the tank's job, and they're not supposed to heal, that's the healer's job. But you need a tank, because if the healer's healing every character, the healer will quickly run out of mana, and eventually run out, and then everybody will die. So that's why you need a tank. Personally, I was never a huge fan of tanking. I always found it to be kind of, put me under a lot of pressure and stuff like that. And people will often blame the tank or the healer for stupid decisions that DPS will make. Like, a damaged person will just run and he'll attack someone when it's supposed to be the tank's job to initiate. I was never a huge fan of tanking, but the reason I might do it is just because of the fact that everybody needs a tank all the time. And that's what you'll find, is that everybody wants to do damage. It's so common that, it's very hard to get into an instance. Whereas with tanking, there are few and far between. Very few people want to do it for the reason that I mentioned before. There are very few of them. And because of the fact that it's a lot of pressure, and it's very difficult. So, I mean, it's not too difficult, but it's definitely a step up from just doing normal damage. I personally love doing damage. I love doing player versus player, so for now I'm going to go with arms. So these are the 3 that I can choose from for now, and every time I level, I get 1 talent point. So a total of, you get 10, and then up to level 80, you continue to get them, so you get a total of another 70. Or, yeah, 70. So that's that, and as you progress, these things get better, basically. You get better and better abilities, they're much more cool, and it's much more complicated, and it kind of gets to a point, it molds a point where certain classes will do better against other ones. It'll be like, a warrior will kill a hunter, but, a hunter will kill one class that a warrior can't kill, It's weird, but if I can kill a hunter, logically, I should be able to kill whoever the hunter can kill, but it's not really the case. Let's say the hunter can kill, a rogue, but let's say a warrior can't kill a rogue. Now, that's not really how it is, but that's kind of an example, is that it's not always balanced. There are some classes that you deal better against and other ones that you don't, and that's what the whole specialization is and stuff like that. And that's what makes this game really, really fun, is because you have special abilities against other classes, and that's what makes it so much more interesting, is because when you have a group that's kind of diverse, you can go up against pretty much anybody, and you can kill them, even if they're a couple levels higher. Sorry, that's my phone. Hold on. And we're back. So, going back to that, that's what talent trees are, so let's get into it. I'm going to, let's see, improved rend will increase my bleeding damage done. I do love rend, because I love damage over time. It's one of my favorite things. Parry chance. That's pretty good. Rage crust of heroic strike. You know what? I could go with, I'm not going to pick more than 5 for this row. I don't want to go with parry right now, so I think I'm going to go with the improved rend. That's just me. I like rend because it does damage over time to guys like Hogger, and it's good for when you're fighting guys with a lot of health, because you'll be fighting them for a long time, so you get to use abilities that are very efficient for that. So anyway, let's turn in this quest. There we go. So wanted Hogger, continue here, and Stormwind Guard leggings should give me an extra few strength, right? Yep, few strength, not bad. And continue here, okay. And that's that. Now, I would keep doing these quests, but I am kind of a high level, especially considering I have the heirlooms I leveled. Now, I really should only be like level 7, maybe level 8, but because of my heirlooms, I leveled to level 10 to a point where I don't really need to do any of these quests. So, for most of these, alright, I'm going to keep this one because I already have the quest completed, but I do get some cool stuff, so I'm going to keep that one. But when it comes to most of these, I'm just going to abandon them because I really have no reason to do it. They don't give you the best gear, they're all whites when I have better gear already. And they give me not very much experience either, so I'd rather go to Westfall where I can get better quests that give me more stuff, you know? So I'm going to kind of just ignore that. I'm going to keep this one because it involves me going to Westfall, which is just west of here and a little bit south for the area that I'm going to. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to actually, instead of following the road here, I think I'm just going to go diagonally across. So that should be good. So maybe a little bit more over, but that's pretty much that. So I'm going to not follow the main road. I'm going to go back to the main road and take it north because there are a couple quests that you can pick up there as well. So I'll do that after I get to Sentinel Hill. Okay, so I just wanted to skip across to where I got to Westfall. I mean, there's no point in really just recording the traveling. So here's Westfall. We're going to go across Elwynn over here, over to Westfall on this side. And as you can see, the guys are a little bit higher level. These are the lowest level guys in Westfall, or some of the lowest level at least. These guys are level 11. You'll see guys who go up to about level 20, 21, occasionally the 22, 23. But it's basically a level range of about, I would say about not from level 9 to about level 17 is the norm for Westfall. You can go a little bit above, but there's really no point because by the time you hit level 17, you can go to another area that will yield more experience for questing and for killing guys. So I actually want to go back and get that copper vein because my mining skill isn't exactly the highest right now. I think it's only like maybe 20, if that. No, it's only 13. So I want to get every ore that I can. I think it's under the water here, right? Or every vein that I can, I should say. So that's that. I'll show you guys Westfall in a second, but first I just want to get this ore. That's good. Should be good for selling in the auction house, make me a lot of money. I have about 3 gold now. I sent most of this from my other guys. Some of this I made on my own, but most of it is sent over. These pouches were sent over as well, like I mentioned before. And one more thing. I said that you get a total of 70 talent points. I actually forgot to do the math. I kind of just, I don't know, I was having one of those moments. I didn't account for the fact that you get them at level 10, not level 11. So you actually only miss 9 levels where you don't get talent points. You actually get a total of 71, not 70. And that's kind of important just because it's always good to have an extra talent point handy for anything that you'd want to do. So it's actually 71, but it's pretty close. Either way, talent points are important, and they can give you a lot of good things, depending on, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's regardless of which one you pick, it's still good that you specialize, because if you don't, then you're just very, you stick really to the basics, and actually, not just like damage output and stuff like that. It doesn't just affect your ability to do things, but it actually gives you new abilities as well, like sweeping strikes, that's an ability. It latches onto an additional opponent, and this is Mortal Strike. It does a hell of a lot of damage, and it stops the healing from doing as much. This gives you a little bit of extra health when you get critical strike on you. Oh no, I'm sorry. It gives you extra health when you get immobilized, which is good because you'll be going up against hunters or rogues or something like that, and it's always good to have that stuff handy. Me personally, I'm gonna go with mostly arms, like I mentioned before, but I'm gonna do a little bit of Fury. I would like to get Piercing Howl and Blood Craze. That way I can have 2 means of regenerating health while I'm fighting other players or just other NPCs. But this triangle over this exclamation point over here, this is actually green, which basically means that it's a flight path, not a quest. So these ones are yellow, these are for quests. The green ones are for flight paths. So I can take a griffin over to a city or to another location if I want to. It's better because it's a faster means of transportation, which is kind of tedious in this game, especially in the beginning when you have to walk everywhere. But once you get mounts, it's pretty good. It's much faster. So that's always good. I think in my first episode I was part of a guild, but I haven't played in a while, so I'm no longer part of a guild. Kind of looks dumb just having that there, so I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna go to the sky, get the flight path.
Hello.
I don't have any other ones. Okay, I better go to Stormwind and get a flight path there. I'll pick up this quest as well and make this my my home for now, my Hearthstone location, because I'm definitely not going to be using Teldrassil anymore. That's a starting Night Elf area. Maybe show that to you guys some other time. So this would be good. Give me an extra 30 health and some extra armor too. So 15 leather bandanas. Oh, that quest is tedious because it has a pretty low drop rate and you have to kill a hell of a lot of the guys. So
Light be with you.
I'll save that for a little bit later because I just don't feel like making myself miserable right now. I mean, I guess it's not too bad being that it does 2 quests at one time, so it's not terrible, but I'd prefer not to do it right now. I'm gonna go up north here where I can do the starting quests here, because those are a little bit more, they're a little easier, and I'd like to just get them over with, so I may as well do them. So I'll just skip ahead to where I arrive there. Okay, so me being the idiot that I am, my microphone was actually muted in the last video that I just did, a little clip. So it's no big deal. It was only a few minutes anyway, but basically, this is the beginning part of Westfall. I'm over by the beach at the moment, but this is the northernmost part of it. So I'm just getting some copper here. I was picking up some oats for a quest, and that's that. So right now, I just completed this quest. Poor old Banshee gets me a bag and a blanket over here, so that's good. I just joined a guild, so that's cool. Looking for more dead mine. Not quite high enough level for that, but once I hit level 15, I am good to go. So just kind of have to wait till then. Shouldn't be too long. Should probably get there by tonight if I keep playing. So these guys seem pretty friendly. I got about 1,000 members, so it's certainly it's a lot of people. Yeah, they have a lot of people. 44 members online, and I feel like at this point there's so many people in the guild that it almost doesn't really seem very personable. Kind of just seems like a general chat almost, because there's just so many people. It's like can't really build a bond with very many of them. So I would prefer a small guild, but I mean I don't mind a large guild. At least then I see a lot of people talking. Kind of shows that there are some friendly people online. You know, generally I'll like to talk to some people in this game, but most people don't talk, or they're rude even if they do. So I mean, not most, like that's kind of how it is with a lot of games. Some people just don't type. It's kind of how I am. It doesn't mean I'm not doesn't mean I don't like talking to people or anything. I do like talking to people if they're, you know, if they're cool, but it's one thing I don't like about this server is that it doesn't really give me that WoW feel like it used to. I mean, it does, but I remember back when maybe it was just because I was younger, I talked more, I was more mature, I don't remember, but I played a lot when I was younger, and I remember I had like 50 people on my friends list, whereas with this, I haven't made any yet, and on my other character, I don't have very many, so I feel like people are kind of, they tend to stick to themselves a little bit more, which is cool. I mean, I understand that, but I just kind of feel a little bit lonely sometimes when I'm playing. Which, I mean, maybe part of that's my fault. I don't mind, because I still do the random dungeon finders and stuff like that. So I always find myself using, you know, helping with other people or bonding with other people to do quests. But I guarantee that, oh, here's someone in my guild actually, so I'll invite her to a group. Let's see if this person's friendly. Oops. Oh, she even knows party chat. Oh, this is cool. Alright. Not bad. So I was gonna complete those other quests, but I mean, if I found another person to help me do this one, I may as well do it. This person seems pretty cool. She seems kind of new to the game, or maybe she just doesn't like using heirlooms. But whatever the situation is, she hasn't. Oh yeah, and she has an unspent talent. So I assume she's pretty new, because most people would have done this if they knew, you know, if they were playing. But I mean, that's okay. I mean, there are a lot of new people in this game. I feel like the way it's divided is that half of the people know about the heirlooms and the other half don't. And that's kind of what segregates people. And I don't like that so much. I wish that Molten either didn't do it or made it more obvious. But that's okay. I mean, it's no big deal, I guess. At this point, there are so many people with heirlooms, I don't really feel that much more powerful than anybody else. But there's still a great deal of people who know nothing about this, and I always have to explain it to them, and then they end up doing the heirlooms, and they thank me later, but that's okay. So okay, I guess we're going over here. That's cool. So yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and grind every single Harvest Watcher while I record. So I'm just gonna skip to where I'm pretty close to being done, because this gets tedious. Okay, so I ended up helping out a couple of noobs. So I've been playing for a little bit. I finished up the quest, and I actually leveled again. So I'm just gonna improve my rend one more time. And I finished a couple of the quests up this way. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up for today. I completed the quest. I hit level 11. I would like to hit level 15 or by tonight or so. Maybe a little higher, a little lower, something around there. And maybe make another video of me doing a random dungeon, something like that. So I guess that's pretty much it for now. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.